June 13th of this summer, I held my newest niece for the first time, and that's just such an amazing feeling. I mean, you know the feeling, those of you that have children or have special children in your lives, and you get to hold that baby for the first time. It's just so amazing. And I've done this many times before, but it still is an incredible feeling. My husband and I, some people might call dinks, we have no children of our own, dink, dual income, no kids. But I prefer, something new I've heard recently, Hank, professional aunt, no kids. My husband isn't so thrilled about that one though, because that would make him a punk, professional uncle, no kids, which those of you that know my husband know that that's kind of true. I have 8 nieces and nephews, and they, of course, they mean the absolute world to me. I attend as many concerts, plays, ball games, birthdays, baptisms, readings at the library, choir concerts, field trips, and celebrations as I possibly can. Those of you that have tried to schedule something with me know that my schedule is almost always booked solid months in advance with events for my nieces and nephews. I dote on my nieces and nephews so much that I'm actually the proud owner of 3 aunt t-shirts. And I dressed especially for the part today. And shout out to my mom, who's the only person as dorky as I am to make this, right? So if I have some experience with this whole niece thing, or this whole aunt and niece thing, why would this one have such a profound impact on me? Why would I feel like this birth of this little baby could form a speech out of this? Well, when I held her, and I knew I was going to be speaking later in the year, I thought about her future. And I thought about what she might choose to do with her life. Would she be a doctor, a teacher, a scientist, a lawyer, a mom, athletic? Would she be musically talented, hang out with the popular kids, be a rebel? Would she rather sit and read a good book? As I imagine all of this, I imagine my sister's point of view. You know, I'm the aunt going through it as, as a third party. My sister has to send her child off to kindergarten for the first time. And I know that seems like a long way away, but those of you that are parents know that time goes quickly. I thought about her time in school, and I thought that she would be entrusted with her teachers. From the time of the age of 5, a teacher is in a child's life almost as much as a parent. And what an amazing responsibility, an amazing privilege we have as educators to fill that role in a child's life. When a child experiences a struggle, maybe a confrontation with a friend, a poor grade on a test they studied for, or didn't, a difficult decision, a loss, or just a bad day, we're there to dry their tears. When a child experiences joy, we're also there to celebrate with them. Because I know what great pride I take in my role as an educator, I know my niece's teachers will be there for her as well and help her make the right choices and choose the path that will shape her future. When I'm in my classroom, I try to keep in the front of my mind that all of these children that I have are someone's nieces and nephews. All of my students are someone's nieces and nephews. Better yet, they're children. They're really their whole world. Sometimes we wonder why parents make the choices they do. They're their world. And how would I want the educators to influence my nieces and nephews' lives? Even more importantly, some children do not have any special adult in their lives. We are their someone special. What a challenge it must be for them to navigate the real world on their own. It is for this reason that I attend my students' dance recitals and baseball games. I teach knitting and crocheting at lunch. They're really all my students, my kids. And oh, how I wish I could spend more time with my nieces and nephews, but instead I just make sure the time that I spent here at school with my kids is time well spent. I look at all of you, and I know that you have a passion for teaching. Doesn't mean you're ready for school to start. For most of you, I can see all the lists of the things that you need to get done. I'm probably wishing that you could have some of this time right now to be getting those things done. You have lists of tasks to prepare your classroom, and you're thinking all the things regarding your students. You're hoping that they'll enjoy themselves, they'll challenge themselves, they'll surprise themselves in their classrooms this year. You wonder, of course, what kind of relationship you'll have with your students, and what kind of challenges you'll face in the upcoming year. And you think about this not because you hate what you do, you look ahead because teaching is your true passion. You might have thought your passion was science, or politics, or reading, or speaking. But like mine, you're just probably educating children and working with children. Their vulnerability, their willingness to follow blindly, well, some of the time, their crazy hormones that prevent concentration on practically everything, their desire to find themselves, their endearing love, their excitement for new things, so many things that make working with children wonderful. You shared that passion with me, and that's why you became an educator. I'm not here to give you another task to do this year. I know it's really easy to be frustrated and overwhelmed during the school year. So what I challenge you to do, my hope for you is to empower you that every time you walk into your classroom this year, you remember that the students that are coming into your classroom are somebody's children. And you treat them just like you would treat any other child in your life. You have a passion for teaching, and just keep that in the forefront of your mind. If you remember that they're someone's children, their most precious commodities, will make a difference in their lives and have a successful year. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. You are right here because this is where you're supposed to be. Your students, ready or not, will walk in the doors on Monday. Show them what it means to live with passion. They will challenge you and want it quick, but like I hope for my nieces and nephews, show them as the passionate educator you are, that you won't give up, you won't give in until they reach the end, and then you'll start again. Best wishes for a fantastic, passion-filled year.